All right. Good evening, Kenya. Good evening, the people in the diaspora. Welcome to Africa, where we confront the difficult political questions without fear or favor. I'm your host, Mzalendo kama kawaida, and tonight I'm joined by our regular political analyst, Brother Ben, from Benson Media. If you have not subscribed to these two channels, please make sure that you check out Brother Ben Media on YouTube and Africa 24 as we examine the political showdown that could redefine the future of Homa Bay and the wider Luo political landscape. Orengo, Sifuna, and Babu versus Gladys Wanga, Kaluma, and Ogindo establishment. These are the people who have been fronting and confronting the Linda Mwananchi movement. And tomorrow, that is Sunday, the 16th, Linda Mwananchi have a date with the people of Homa Bay. Linda Mwananchi movement enters Homa Bay for what is expected to be a major political rally. But this is no longer an ordinary political meeting. It has become a test of political strength, democratic tolerance, and control of Raila Odinga's traditional political base. Brother Ben, let me begin with you. Why has one rally created so much attention within Kenya?
One, it has created that attention. I would talk of political supremacy, especially in the Luo nation. As you know very well that we lost Raila Odinga, so there is no one right now who is occupying that leadership that Raila occupied. So you look at Orengo, you look at Babu, and you look at Gladys Wanga. All the three of them are fighting to be in that space whereby they can control the followers or the fanatical base of Raila Odinga. So that's why it is given attention. Remember, when Baba was vying for AUC chairmanship, Babu Owino used to say that baada ya Baba ni Babu, and now Baba is no more. Can baada ya Baba be Babu? So that's why it is so much viewed and creating all this high tension. So I would talk of political supremacy, especially in the Luo nation or the Ladha Nyanza, the Luo Nyanza. Yes.
I think you are so right. You're so right. But as our tradition, always we want to recap the week and tell us how your week has been. Brother Ben, we just started the show without recapping the week the way we normally do. I just realized that we jumped straight to the topic of the day, and that
Yes.
is Homa Bay politics. I think it is so hot that I really wanted to get the gist of what you think about Homa Bay on Sunday. How was your umekuwaje kaka bwana?
Mi nimekuwa vizuri, naendelea vizuri kama kawa, ni kutafuta maisha. Unajua kila siku unaamka asubuhi unaenda kutafuta kazi, riziki. Na wanasema kwa Kiswahili riziki ni kupata au kukosa. Sasa saa zingine unajua sisi mara mingi huwa tunafikiria kwamba mimi nikienda kutafuta kazi na labda nipate ndio nasema kwamba nimepata riziki. Hapana, riziki ni kupata ama kukosa. Sana sana kwa wale ambao wanaamka asubuhi, wanaenda kwa zile, wanaenda kufanya majengo, tunaita hivyo. Unaweza kwenda pale kwa majengo, uenda ukahesabiwa 1, 2, 3, wewe wa 4, rudi nyumbani. Kesho ujaribu tena. So hiyo bado wale wamehesabiwa wakapata kupata kazi, walipe pesa ingine kidogo, na wewe mwenye umeenda nyumbani, nyinyi wote mlikuwa mnaenda kutafuta riziki, lakini kwa bahati mbaya kuna wale riziki yao imewalipa, lakini na wale kwa bahati nzuri riziki imekulipa, kwa bahati mbaya riziki hajakulipa. So inakuwa hivyo, so zote ni riziki.
Alright, ukweli kabisa, ukweli kabisa. Unajua ukiwa huku ng'ambo ama ukiwa huko ughaibuni, mambo ni kutafuta ile hela. Kama unatafuta dirham, kama unatafuta dola, kama unatafuta kwacha, mambo ni kutafuta ili kuboresha maisha ya wale wenzetu, familia na wengineo. Saa zingine hiyo pesa inakosa na unakashifiwa mbaya sana. Bana, huyu jamaa ako ng'ambo lakini hatuoni dola. Vipi bana, vipi kaka? Saa zingine kwa watazamaji wetu bana, saa zingine sisi pia ukosa vile unakosa.
Unajua kitu ambacho kinaendelea, ama kitu ambacho nadhani tu ni historia ama mawazo ambao watu waliwaza sana, kwamba labda ukipata nafasi kwenda kwa nchi za ng'ambo, sana sana tuseme kwamba umepata nafasi kuingia Marekani ama tuseme kwamba Uingereza, kitu ambacho watu labda wamebaki nyumbani wanafikiria kwamba ni rahisi sana. Sana sana wanajua labda pesa iko, unaona, lakini kuna utofauti kubwa na hilo. Ukikuwa hata na upige story na wenye wametoka wakakuja, watakwambia hadithi tofauti sana. Kwa sababu saa zingine labda tuseme kwamba unatoka nyumbani, saa zile unatoka nyumbani labda unaenda kupanda ndege, umeweka vitu vingi ambapo unataka kufanya. Yaani mimi nikiingia ndajenga nyumba ya ghorofa, ndajengea mamangu nyumba, sitawahi teseka, na hapo ndo tutasema kweli Mungu yupo. Lakini ukikuja utapata mazingira ambayo ni tofauti na venye ulikuwa unafikiria. Utapata huku utapata kwamba ni lazima ufanye kazi kwa bidii, na si hata kufanya kazi, unapata kwamba ni, kwa lugha ya Kimombo tunasema kwamba you are chasing the dollar. Yeah? You are chasing the dollar because you will find that the more you work, the more you can get at least. So you have to chase the dollar. So that is what usually happens. Yes. Yeah.
All right. Our viewers who are watching us from all over the world, and today we have a very, very important show, and that is Who Controls Homa Bay? Is it Gladys Wanga or Babu Ogindo and Edwin Sifuna, or the ODM establishment? Yeah, and the broad-based. Wanga has come out very, very clearly that he doesn't want to see any other faction in Homa Bay County. James Orengo, Edwin Sifuna, and Babu Ogindo are building a new political movement capable of challenging the establishment. Most importantly, where do the people of Homa Bay stand? The Luo community wako na msimamo gani? Muko pande gani? Muko pande ya serikali ama muko pande ya Gladys Wanga ama muko pande ya Edwin Sifuna na Babu Ogindo na James Orengo? Brother Ben, wewe kwa udadisi wako unaona hawa Nilots, wanajiita Nilots Alliance, wako pande gani?
Mimi sidhani kama kuna mtu ako pande fulani ako pande fulani. Unajua, ukiangalia zaidi kuna mambo mengi ambao labda tunaweza sema kwamba ziko chini ya maji. Mimi sana sana naweza angazia Mheshimiwa Wanga. Wanga amejawa na uoga. Amejawa na uoga kwa sababu, kwa nini nasema amejawa na uoga? Unajua, ukifanya kazi yako itakusimamia. kazi yako itasema habari yako, yani watu watakuja kujua kweli huyu amefanya kazi. Na kama umefanya kazi, huwezi kuwa na tishio, labda kama wale ambao wanakuja katika eneo lako ambao wako na, tuseme kwamba siasa, ama wanafanya siasa tofauti na wewe, kwa sababu unajua kwa kweli umefanyia watu wako kazi. Lakini ukiangalia, naweza sema kwamba nikiangalia Mheshimiwa Wanga ni kama akona uoga fulani kwamba hawa watu wakikuja hapa kuna labda mabadiliko, ama kuna yale picha ambayo anaweza ona ambayo inaweza mtia aibu. Ndio maana unaona kwamba afurahishwi sana na watu walinda wananchi kukuja kufanya mkutano katika eneo lake, kwa sababu ukiangalia katiba yetu inapatiana kila Mkenya fursa kufanya mkutano eneo lolote. Na pia wanafaa wasikizwe, waachiwe nafasi. Lakini unapata kwa tangu watu walinda wananchi waseme kwamba wanaenda kutembelea watu wa Homa Bay, kuna msururu wa mkutano ambayo Governor Wanga amefanya. Ameenda kule Suba Central, ameenda alikuwa Suba. Leo pia ulikuwa unaona kwamba Trevor Ombija pale Nyakach, governor alikuwepo pale, na ukisikia matamshi yake ni yale tu kukashifu watu walinda wananchi, unaona. So mimi nadhani kuna uoga wa kisiasa. Hajajiamini kabisa, anaamini labda hawa watu wakikuja wanaweza kumyumbayumba, unaona. Ile uoga ako nayo ya kisiasa tu, kwa sababu yeye wakati ambapo walikuwa wameenda Siaya, Orengo aliwapatia nafasi ufanye siasa zao, wakasema mambo wakapiga Orengo kisiasa. Hakuna hata watu wanasema kwamba Orengo alisema huko ni siasa, sitaki mtu akuje, unaona. Lakini yeye ikifika azamu yake ambao wanaenda kutembelea pale ambapo yeye yupo, unaona mambo kama haya yanatendeka. Unasikia watu wanazungumzia sana mambo ya uhuni, na ujuzi ulisikia Mheshimiwa Babu akiwa na mahojiano katika radio fulani, alisema ako na habari kwamba kuna msururu wa mkutano ambao zinafanyika usiku ambao wanaongea na wahuni ili wakuje wavuruge mkutano yao. So mimi nadhani uoga wa kisiasa.
Unaona ni kama ni uoga wa kisiasa.
Uoga tu, hakuna jambo lingine.
Udadisi wako ni ukweli kabisa, na pia ni maoni yako. But kuna maoni kule wale wanatazama hii Africa 24. Hebu tafadhali tupatie maoni yako. Wewe unaona vipi, unahisia vipi hii kuvurugana kati ya party chairman na linda mwananchi? Na ukumbuke mtazamaji, hao watu wamekuwa katika chama moja kwa miaka mingi sana. Na hii yote inafanyika wakati baba Raila Odinga mwenda zake amelazwa, ndio sasa tunaanza kuona vurugu katika chama chake. So ile swali tunauliza, why has one rally so much fear? Why has one rally created so much fear and political tension in Homa Bay and Kenya at large? And why is the state financing this rally? This is their allegations that, the Ruto's government is financing every other movement. Brother Ben, recently I was watching one of those Bunge la Wananchi speakers, and they have a chapter that they are going around the country to popularize the Kenya Kwanza movement, the two-term brigade. Na hiyo pesa imetolewa imetolewa pesa mingi sana, au watu wa bunge la wananchi waende kila sehemu ya nchi wakipopularize two-term agenda. So kama wanakuja kule kwenyu Migori, bunge la wananchi, kuna hela wale jamaa wanapewa ili waeneze hii story ya two-term ya bwana William Samoei Ruto. Kwa hivyo kuna pesa mingi sana zinatembea. Haya, ukiangalia hii wakati Babu Owino decide sasa yeye wanaenda kufanya rally kesho Homa Bay. Umeona Gladys Wanga, kuna MCA wa hiyo area na tena majority leader bwana Ogindo ametoa onyo kali sana ya kuwa nyinyi watu mkikuja pale, nyinyi ni masupporters wa Rigathi Gachagua. Ni hisia gani, ni fikira gani unaona kati ya hao watu wa Orange Democratic Movement? Mbona wanasisitiza sana ya kuwa Sifuna kina Babu wametumwa na Gachagua ama wanafanya kazi na Gachagua, ilhali Gachagua asimami katika kiti chochote kulingana na katiba ya Kenya?
Unajua, nilikuambia hapo awali kwamba kuna jambo ambalo linaitwa uoga. Ukiangalia kwa undani zaidi, unajua ama viongozi ambao umewataja, kwanza wacha nizungumzie katika Mheshimiwa Babu Owino, Mheshimiwa Orengo na Mheshimiwa Gladys Wanga. Hao maviongozi hawapigani chama cha ODM. Hawa maviongozi wanapigania wafuasi wa baba. Kumbuka, ukiangalia katika miaka 20 ambao baba amekuwa katika chama cha ODM kabla maisha yake hajaaga kwenda kabla kufa kwake, baba alikuwa mkubwa kuliko ODM. Yaani inasema kwamba ODM ilikuwa inatembelea kivuli cha baba. Lakini wakati baba amefariki, inamaanisha kuwa ile uzito ama lile kivuli ambalo ODM yalikuwa yanakaa chini yake haipo tena. Sasa iko pali na inachapwa na jua. Sasa hawa watu watatu ambao wanatoka eneo la Nyanza ni watu ambao wanapigana, wanatafuta mbinu ili kuhakikisha kuwa wale wafuasi wa sugu wa aliyekuwa Prime Minister, waziri mkuu Raila Odinga, wamewachukua kila mtu, watu wakuwe wafuasi wao. Hilo ni jambo, kwa sababu naamini, unajua, most of the time you will find that the majority of ODM leaders, they will tell you that ODM has structures even in the grassroots levels. Yeah, but if that one is so, you know, even with the death of Raila Odinga, you know, it has shaken them, but it could have not taken them such long to reorganize themselves, and we see all this, what is happening. So what James Orengo, Babu Owino, and Gladys Wanga, they are fighting for the supremacy of Nyanza, and also they are fighting to inherit the support base, the fanatical support base of Baba from the Luo Nyanza. Now, let's come to the Ogindos of today, the Kalumas and Wanga. When you look at Ogindo is a surrogate of Wanga. Yeah? Yeah, he's a big supporter of Gladys Wanga. So anything that Wanga maybe might direct him to say, he will do what pleases Wanga. Because maybe there's something that they are getting from that. You know, it is not all about the values of ODM that they are talking about, because when you look at the values of ODM, that I've never seen, or we've never had, where in those ODM values they were saying that we do not want anybody to come and campaign in Homa Bay, if you are not one of us. That is not what has happened. Even if you look at the 20 years that Raila has been building the ODM, it has never happened. Yeah, there was that space of those who have divergence view could come to Homa Bay or any other part of the country and sell their policies and leave, or do their politicking and leave. But what is happening in Homa Bay, it's unusual. But when you look at Wanga, and you look at how did she become a governor? Yeah, you look at that because we have that history. Was she the favorite candidate, or her becoming a governor was a negotiated?
Negotiated bargain.
Yeah, it was negotiated, because you look at somebody like Oyugi Magwanga. Yeah, you look at Kidero. Look at what Kidero got, especially as an independent candidate during that election. And remember, Kidero was getting that, bearing in mind that Raila Odinga then was supporting Wanga. And bringing Magwanga was not brought to support Wanga because they shared the same political ideal. No. No, they did not share the same political ideal. The reason why he was brought, or the reason why it was negotiated, then given the position, is because the influence he had. And that's why it did not take long before them not agreeing on how they can work for people of Homa Bay. So there is that fear that I think still with Wanga. Then come again to Wanga. Remember, majority of the times, there are these complaints that has always come. Even when Raymond Omolo was, there was a time that they were saying that Wanga, it was alleged that Wanga was advocating that Raymond Omolo should be taken off that position so that they can work. There are those ones in the media. You remember those days? So why was that one happening? That one still brings you on what I was saying, that political fear. I think she's still not very sure of the support base that she's dealing with. As much as she has been given the highest position in ODM, but within the Homa Bay, does she enjoy that support? So when you come to Homa Bay, look at what has been happening, especially the elected leaders who are very vocal, especially on Linda Mwananchi. I would talk of Opondo Kaluma has come out very loudly. We've seen Ogindo has come out very loudly. There's also this member of, I think she's vying from Karoli's. I think she's planning to vie for the seat for where Karoli's come from.
Her name?
I just forgot her name, but I know she's a lady. She's a lady. Yeah. So when you look at the people who have been very, very vocal, they are counted. Yeah. We know she usually, Redangwe member of parliament, Dr. Gogo, usually sides with Wanga, but we've not seen her coming out to talk about Linda Mwananchi rally. I've not seen her. I've not seen Adipo Kwame coming out. I've not seen.
No. Hey, Adipo Kwame has spoken.
When did
Adipo Kwame?
When did he speak?
Yesterday,
What did he say?
Adipo Kwame issued a statement, and he said that people should respect Orengo. And when everybody, when they were being taken to the courts, it is Orengo who represented them. Orengo
but
I'm talking
them. I'm talking of those who have been opposing the coming of Linda Mwananchi. So I was just giving us the elected members. So when Adipo Kwame spoke, he spoke about Orengo, and he said that Orengo is our son. I saw that, you know. So when you look at Milio Diambo has not spoken. I've not seen the MP for Ndewa has not spoken.
Ben, you know why these leaders are not acting as leaders? The people you have mentioned.
Yeah.
Silence is being complacent.
Yeah.
There is something like that. Like when you're silent, it means that you are agreeing with everything that is happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the leaders who have come out to support ODM, the likes of Kaluma, the likes of Wanga, they have already taken a position. The likes of Mona, the likes of Adipo Kwame, the likes of Ivo Bara and everybody else, they are sitting on the fence. They are waiting for, some smoke from somewhere to give them a signal. That is not leadership. They need to tell their supporters where they stand on this particular issue. If they are not democratic and they are silent when other leaders, especially people who are, and I think their greatest fear is that these are friends, these are people who have been working together for a very long time. There's no way they can start coming out and contradicting James Orengo and everybody else. It is just ignorance that somebody like Gladys Wanga can contradict people that they have been there in the struggle for the longest time, to come out and say that, we don't want you here. ODM has always stood for democracy. Raila Odinga has always invited in any political leader to come to his staff without any problem. But the reason why, this is my thinking, Ben, the state has given a lot of money, and these people need to account for the money that they have been given by the state. So they have to organize all those meetings that you've seen going around. They have to cause some rupture, because at one point, Gladys Wanga was heard saying that, Ruto will be so annoyed if he sees a massive rally in Homa Bay. You saw that kind of statement.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
These are guys who are oiled well enough, and what they want is to cause maximum disruption on the rally that is coming on Sunday. Although they have come to reiterate their statement by saying, "Oh, you are now welcome." They are welcoming Babu and their team after organizing all the goons. All the goods, and now they are walking back their statement that, hey, sasa munaweza kuja Homa Bay, sisi hatuna shida na nyinyi. That's a big lie. Linda Mwananchi needs to be prepared. The goons have been organized. The goons are ready to attack all them tomorrow, and they need to be prepared. They need to be prepared. And listen, Ben. If Luos attack Sifuna on tomorrow,
yes,
what is the message that they are sending to Western Kenya? Gladys Wanga, I don't know whether will step anywhere in Western Kenya if you attack Sifuna tomorrow in Homa Bay. You being the chairman and being somebody who wants the Luo boat to become the next president, and even the deputy president, I don't think that she's using her brains. I think she's not using her brains in this.
No, that she's not using her brains, but I think what is happening is that, and I think like also Linda Mwananchi were very calculative of this rally, because look at the time frame they gave and the date. It was a 2 weeks notice, And with that 2-week notice, you've seen especially those who have been very, very, very actively not wanting them to come, and that one still boils down to the governor, to an extent whereby the governor was saying, I quote, say that if you are hungry, if you are hungry, and that is what is making you to say one term, then make sure just you group yourself or be in groups, then call me. I will send you that money, And that one begs the question that now, how is that one going to give these young men or young youths employment? Just because they want to sing, you're now aware that they're very hungry. And now you're saying that because they're going to sing that one term, at some point he said that those people are in business, so just make sure that the camera or you're not captured in one of their pictures because they are in business, So that one brings me back to what I told you, the political fear, as much as she's holding the highest office, especially the chairperson of ODM, but there's still this baggage that brings her down about the surety of the people of Homa Bay. Do I really have the people of Homa Bay at my back that is supporting me? Because she knows people are going towards election. And if people are going towards election, who is going to compete against her? Because like what is happening right now in Luo Nyanza, we have to agree this, that majority of them have decided, or good percentage have decided that they are going to vote President William Ruto for the second term. The denominator is voting President William Ruto for the second term. These other positions, you are not guaranteed. So what do you have to do? You have to protect your area. But now the challenging part is here. When you look at Homa Bay as we speak, we have John Mbadi, we have Gladys Wanga, we have Raymond Omolo, and we have Wanga. We can say that these are now the top cream leaders who are in government, who are supporting the government. In the event that the goons, or in the event that the rally is going to be very chaotic, who is going to get more blame? Who is going to get more blame? Is not President William Ruto.
Gladys Wanga has publicly called for residents to reject Goonism. That statement, he wants people to acknowledge that she is politically tolerant to the opponents. But the previous day, she was saying, we don't want these people here. So that is double speak. She's speaking with from two sides of her mouth. So our critics believe that the confrontational politics that she's presenting in Homa Bay, just as you said, is viewed widely as somebody who is very desperate, or somebody to our supporters, somebody who is very confident that the next general election she's going to win. So she's presenting herself as a strong leader that is able to bring the community together to support the two-term agenda. At the same time, she's managing to organize her troops ready for 2027. So the the leaders who are not with her, one thing I believe, they are talking
Mhm.
to her on the background. Either they are financing the movement, or if the status quo remain the way it is, then probably the wave of Gladys Wanga will sweep the entire Homa Bay. So if you are not with her, then the majority of our supporters or
Mhm.
the people that he has been able to convince will
Mhm.
kick you out of ODM in the next coming election. That is how I look at it.
And it is true. If you go back, you look back before even the death of Ongondo Were. Actually, Ongondo Were was a foot soldier for Gladys Wanga. And during those times, I tend to believe that Opondo Kaluma was not so close to Wanga during those times, And he was, I think, like they were not seeing, because like they were not seeing eye to eye, because but like
Do you know the reason why?
yeah, what was the reason?
At one time, Gladys Wanga and Opondo Kaluma were vying for the ODM chairmanship in Homa Bay County,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Gladys won that battle either through boardroom arrangements, the way baba sasa wachia huyu mama akuwe kiongozi, and I think that is what caused the rift between Kaluma and Gladys Wanga then. But now
Mm-hmm.
Kaluma has also realized that maintain his seat in Homa Bay. And Gladys Wanga also needs William Ruto to maintain a governor's position with the way that William, with the development that William Ruto has done in Homa Bay. Then they hope to be in that bandwagon and be elected in the six-piece manner, the way Baba was saying, hatutaki madoadoa hapa, and Oburu was reiterated by saying that they don't want zoning. They want zoning in in Homa Bay, and the reason why they want zoning is
Mm-hmm.
because they don't want any competition in those particular areas. So the people who will be selected, just like the way Raila Odinga used to lift people's hands,
Mm-hmm.
is the way Oburu will lift Bernard and say, this is the heir apparent of
Mm.
Migori. Yeah. So that is exactly, they want that kind of scenario so that
I
they can,
I
it makes,
I
Mhm.
I I tend to disagree, especially maybe that one can happen to a very few in Homa Bay, because when you look at the politics right now, there are so many dynamics that are playing in
Mm.
politics right now, especially when you talk about Homa Bay, because like um, so many times we've heard about the development that are being done in Homa Bay. All of them they're being said that Raymond Omolo has connected them, that it is because of Raymond Omolo that all these developments are taking place. Remember, when President William Ruto started to work in Homa Bay, before even the handshake, you know, um, it was Raymond Omolo who was coordinating everything. Yeah.
Mm.
And that is something that everybody knows. And people have questioned, especially, what have you done? Because all this that we are seeing, people usually put Raymond Omolo on them. So those are tough questions that people usually put to Governor Wanga. What have you done? You know, tell us what you've done. So that one brings you back again to the fear, because these are the people who you call your foot soldiers. Remember the other day I saw this MCA who was being told, like, you have to go and talk about what what the governor has done. And I don't know, that MCA at some point will say that what is there to be said, or what is there for me to tell the public that you've done? So, but to me, I think despite the fact that he's working with the president closely, but I think there's still that disconnect between her and the majority of her constituents.
I just to add on what you said, I think Ruto lost his argument when it comes to development in Nyanza. And why is he losing the argument?
Yep.
Ruto's development projects are seen in Homa Bay, and he did not need any political goodwill from the leaders like Gladys Wanga to propagate the agenda. Somebody like Raymond Omolo was doing so well on behalf of the government to ensure that the projects are done. Right now, I think the government is wasting a lot of resources to try and popularize their projects, to try and popularize a candidate who is already popular in that particular region. So I don't understand the fear of Gladys Wanga and William Ruto for people like Edwin Sifuna and Babu Ogindo coming to Homa Bay to sell the agenda to the people. After all, it is election time, and every other Kenyan is entitled to visit any other particular region they feel that that there is votes, or they feel that they can get something out of there. So I don't see why leaders are so agitated by trying to lock other leaders from selling their agenda in their region. And I think Kenyans out there should condemn this very much, because what Gladys Wanga, Ogindo, and Kaluma are trying to do is that they are zoning off areas perceived to be ODM strongholds from anybody else. But they are forgetting that in those particular areas, that there are people who support UDA, and there are people who support Linda Mwananchi and Edwin Sifuna. So just as you said, the Baba vote is up for grabs. And is it Gladys Wanga's faction that is going to take the bigger chunk of Baba's votes, or is it Babu Wino and Edwin Sifuna?
You're talking about Baba vote before we switch gears and talk about Aisha Jumwa and the Vision 2030 and all that, beyond 2030. This is something that I've always be thinking of, and sometimes talking to the leaders who are in broad-based government. For Baba to the way Baba made it with his fanatical base, it was not a one-day thing. This was something that was built over time. That if you read the history of Raila Odinga from where he came from to where he is in his grave right now, yeah. So for you to build that fanatical base, that it was very solid, it was glued. Like Raila had a glued fanatical base. Yeah, it was not scattered. It was so much glued. And for anybody to inherit, even Babu Owino to inherit that of Raila Odinga, it will take time. Even Orengo, they cannot inherit. And that's why you are even seeing the cultural leaders like Luo Kerr. You see, like what happened the other day when Kerr said that this is what is going to happen. You know, when you look at the history, even the Luo Kerr, it is usually not a political office. It is a cultural whereby you are care to everyone, care for those who are not aligned themselves, you know. But you know, like we are seeing some kind of like okay, because like care made a decision that this is the place that we are going to be, you know, which is which was unfamiliar. Yeah, we've never seen that one happening. It's the first time that we are seeing care taking a political stand.
Anyway, Ben, that's a very good observation. Let us now, because I see time running out. Let us now jump to Mombasa, the coastal region. We have seen some ripples in the coastal region. Aisha Juma once was a very strong ally of Raila Odinga. Then she jumped to Uhuru Kenyatta. Then now she was with
You know, she jumped to William Ruto before.
William Samoei Ruto. What is happening in what is it that you think happened between Aisha Jumwa and William Ruto, and which party, maybe for the sake of our viewers, which party is Aisha Jumwa now supporting? Is he
So,
Linda Mwananchi? Is he in Ford Kenya? Is she in Is she in UDA? Not UDA, ODA, not ODM.
no,
Is she in this other political party that comes from Nairobi, Sifuna? Where is Aisha Jumwa politically?
Aisha Jumwa is in, they call it Patriotic Front, the Wiper, the Kalonzo party. Even today, she was named as the deputy party leader. You know, Kalonzo,
So
Kalonzo did,
Kalonzo
yeah,
has got now two deputy party leaders from Mombasa.
I think like she was given deputy party leader, if I'm not wrong. I'll check that. But actually, she had a very successful rally in her constituency, in the constituency on Kilifi. You know, and
She's from Kilifi.
yeah, she's from Kilifi. She had a very today. Kalonzo Musyoka, yesterday, Kalonzo Musyoka was in Kilifi with Aisha Jomo, and she had a successful rally. And you know, sometimes this one begs you the question and say that can Kenya really change? You know, despite the fact that we are saying that we want to change Kenya, but you find that the leaders who wants to change Kenya, they keep on switching goalpost. Remember, when you remember Aisha Juma was a member of ODM, and she was a very strong member of ODM. At some point, her political interest changed, and she started support President William Ruto. And they worked with the President William Ruto for long until the Gen Z movement. When the Gen Z went on protest,
Actually, Ruto appointed her in some position.
yeah, she was a CS. Remember? Then when Gen Z protest, when the president
reshuffle the cabinet.
No, president did not even reshuffle the cabinet. First of all, president collapsed his cabinet. When he collapsed his cabinet and said that he's going to bring in new people, Aisha Juma was not appointed. Yeah, in the cabinet that was formed after the Gen Z movement, and later she was appointed to be a board in the engineering, something that many people raised questions. But recently, she said that the humiliation that he has gotten from UDA has made him to start to think, and now she wants to lead his people. And what is happening is that Aisha Juma has looked at 2027 because she harbors this hope of being Kilifi governor. She wants to compete against Mungaro. Yeah, Gideon Mungaro is the Kilifi governor, if I'm not wrong, right? So she has looked and sat and do the mapping. She has realized, one, if they're talking of zoning, what will happen? Kilifi is ODM zone. Actually, the governor who is there is a ODM governor, right? So when you talk about zoning and you are in UDA, it means that place is going to be zoned, so that one puts you out of the race of governorship. Yep, that is one. Secondly, she has also do maybe research and find out that maybe UDA is not popular because like majority of people are running out from UDA. So she feels that if I run with the UDA, I might not get that seat because of popularity. So
yeah, because because one, Mungaro and UD are working together.
Yes, so and they're going to do zoning. She's not going to run. She's not given that. She's not going to be given that opportunity. That is one. Secondly, she might also look at it and say that maybe UD has not performed well. So what do I want to do? I have to go and check where my interests, where I can run for governorship. So the question is, if the Wiper give her a certificate for Kilifi, which they are going to do, can she defeat Mungaro with the support of ODM and UDA? That is up to the people of Kilifi to decide.
Yeah, very true. That is up to the people of Kilifi to decide who is going to be their next governor. And
Yep.
I think people politicians are now calculating. You have to calculate.
We call it political transfer.
Moja, you have to calculate.
Unakumbuka
nani alimba hiyo wimbo kaka?
I don't know.
Ilikuwa ni Mkongolizi ama ilikuwa ni hao jamaa wa West Africa?
No, I don't think like it was unajua binadamu saa zingine ni zile labda uelewi jamaa naimba nini, lakini unakuja unaitafsiri kwa lugha yenyu kwamba hivi ndio huyo jamaa
kweli kabisa, kweli kabisa. Anyway, watazamaji, kama uja subscribe katika Africa 24, make sure that umesubscribe, na katika Brother Benson Media kule YouTube, hebu tufuate ili tuweze kukuletea haya analysis ile tunafanya kila siku. Pale Brother Ben utampata kila siku wana analyze siasa vile Wakenya wanasema na vile anafikiria. Saa zingine ni maoni yetu na sio maoni ya Brother Ben Media wala Africa 24 Media. Ni maoni yetu sisi binafsi vile tunafikiria kisiasa. Hebu tuweke gia nambari 5. Sasa tuko karibu kuteremka, bado tuko na dakika 7 tumalize hii show ya leo. Tumeweka gia namba 5. Tuande katika majadiliano hii ya 2030, hii Vision 2030. Vision 2030 na kuna Vision 2060. Kuna 2030 na 2060 ama 2030 ndio iko?
Kuna 2030 lakini rais alizindua ile ambayo ile inasema beyond 2030 and like president was drawing a roadmap, and that meeting was made. People gave different views, and it depends. Those who are supporting re-election of the president felt it was about that time that actually president did a good thing, especially by coming with beyond 2030, since the 2030 that we have, the vision that was done by Kibaki, and it's coming to an end in the next 2, maybe 3 years. Yeah. So as we are coming to the end of 2030, So we need to have something that is going to take us from 2030 to 2060. So everybody analyzed it in their own way, depending from where you stand politically. But there are so many questions that were arising. When you look at the conversation that president has started and you look at the environment where we are, there are those who are arguing that right now we are approaching election. And when we are approaching election, people have made up their mind. They united the position and all that. And people, you find that people cannot come and agree and talk. So it was supposed to wait, and immediately after the election, then and the administration that is going to come in place should start to talk about Vision 2030, because we are doing election in 2027. That still, we are still left with maybe 2 years. That is one. Two, there are those who also are feeling, especially those who are not supporting President William Ruto, that this is another way of how President William Ruto has launched his campaign. Because if you look at it, the majority of the panelists, apart from those who were invited, there were those who are friendly to the president. We did not see the opposition. We did not see even like the Senate being invited. I saw one of the senators was saying that they did not see they did not receive any invitation, especially from the president, about the event. So they ended up watching it on the television like any other Kenyans, you know. So, but there are also people who are saying this is a very good move because, like, president has mapped out where we want to be in 2060. But again, there's also some questions that were arising, especially talking about education. You know, when you go look at how our education has been, what are the challenges that we are facing in education? We have one monster that I don't know when we are going to deal with it or when we are going to take it out of our society, the monster of corruption. That we've always have mega corruption. And if you look at majority of the country, Kenya is among the countries that has even have a commission that is fighting corruption. Kenya is among those countries, but still they do well in corruption. I would say so.
All
And
right, all right.
yes.
All right, Brother Ben. I
Yeah.
think the Vision 2030, it's a step towards the right direction because there must be a plan. There must be a plan by the government. There must be an execution of Vision 2030.
Mm-hmm.
Vision 2060, that one is neither here or there. I think it's most important that we work for the moment. We need to have Vision 2027, Vision 2026. What is the government projecting to do in 2026, 2027? And at the end of the year, we can analyze what they have done throughout the year. But when they push it to 2030, then I think we get mixed up. This Vision 2030 started with Mwai Kibaki then, and up to now, we saw what Mwai Kibaki did with the free primary education. People are still talking about it right now. We don't know what his predecessor did after Mwai Kibaki on Vision 2030. Maybe it was infrastructure development. Who knows? Maybe you out there can tell us what Uhuru Kenyatta did on Vision 2030. And now we have William Samoei Ruto trying to accomplish the mission. Having said all that, we wish all of them the best. But Brother Ben, we have to close the show now. We have done 1 hour. We are almost doing 1 hour, 7 minutes to 1 hour. I'll give you 5 minutes, Brother Ben, or 2 minutes. What should the people of Homa Bay expect tomorrow? And what is your final message to the political leaders and security agencies and residents of Homa Bay?
So, to me, what people of Homa Bay should expect is peace. They should expect peace because Raymond Omolo assured the country that the security apparatus are going to be there to provide peace. And we are expecting to see that because that is assurance from Raymond Omolo. And that is going to be good. And that will be a plus for him. Secondly, the political leaders, this is not a do or die. It's not a do or die. The best thing that they can do, especially we are speaking, especially the hosting county, that is Homa Bay, and its leadership. Let the Linda Mwananchi come and do their rally. After they've done their rally, let them go wherever they want to go. If you're a resident of Homa Bay and you feel you cannot associate yourself with the Linda Mwananchi, don't go to their rally. Stay home. Yeah. Stay home. Yeah. But if you feel that Linda Mwananchi is where your political heart is, then go there. And for the young people who are being procured, especially to create mayhem, your time will come. Your time will come because serikali iko na mkono mrefu. Siku moja serikali itakupata. Hizi serikali zinabadilika. Leo unaona Rais William Ruto ndio ako rais. Unakumbuka wakati William Ruto aliteseka hapa?
Hao kina Raymond Omolo wamesahau pia, walisahau. Wamesahau. Unajua ukishaingia kwa serikali mtu sahau.
Hao wanasiasa wanasahau haraka. Mimi nakumbuka wakati wa Uhuru Kenyatta, wakati wa BBI, si Rais William Ruto aliona maajabu ya Musa mpaka security detail zinatolewa, anakula pale mandazi, anaenda Mombasa, anaambiwa nyumba inapakwa rangi.
Sasa fimbo ni ule. Anyway, ni siasa ya Kenya. Anyway, brother Ben, asante sana kwa hayo maoni yako. Viewers, as we come to a close to this show, to the people of Homa Bay, attend that rally peacefully. Reject those who are intimidating you. Reject political violence. Don't attack anyone because of a political slogan. Sijui one time, sijui umeona mtu amevaa t-shirt ya mimi ndio Sifuna. Mimi usinipige. I'll be attending that rally. To the political leaders, present your ideas and allow the people to decide. No leader owns Homa Bay. Gladys Wanga, wacha nikwambia na Kijaluo, Homa Bay Okumari, forget about it. See, you don't own Homa Bay and you don't own any political party. The political parties belong to the people. No party or no party owns the residents. Hakuna party inakuja kwangu na niambia now we own you, mzalendo, piga kura namna hii. It is my decision to decide whoever I want to support. It is not the government decision to decide for me who to vote for. The people are not political properties of anyone. All right? Mark this, and this is very, very clear. The people of Homa Bay, the Luo community is not a property of the Odingas. It is not a property of Gladys Wanga. Neither is it a property of Ogindo or any other person, or Edwin Sifuna or anybody who is coming for votes. It is up to the people to decide who they want to vote for. To the police, protect everyone equally and act before any violence occurs. You have been given evidence by Babu Owino's team. You have been given the venues of those meetings and all that. No arrest has been made so far. So if anything happens tomorrow, Raymond Omolo, uko mashakani. Mimi nakwambia uko mashakani. Murkomen uko mashakani. Kama watu watauawa kesho katika hiyo rally, then tutajua nyinyi ni waongo na nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mmepanga hiyo njama. Africa 24 will continue monitoring the situation, and Brother Benson Media bringing you this independent analysis. If you have enjoyed tonight's discussion, like the video, share the broadcast, subscribe to Africa 24 and Brother Benson Media. Leave your final prediction in the comment section. Who will emerge politically stronger after Homa Bay rally? Is it Babu Owino, James Orengo, or Kaluma, Wanga and group?
None of
I
them.
am Mzalendo kama kawaida, and Brother Ben Media. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. We hope that tomorrow we'll give you a very, very interesting analysis of what took place in Homa Bay. Brother Ben, I hope that you have a good night.
All right, thank you so much.
And I know tomorrow you have a busy schedule. Have a good night, and
Yeah, but
may God
tomorrow,
bless you.
tomorrow I will be having one of the youngest leaders from Migori County. That is Honorable Sheila Olang.
All right. Yes. Tell us about it.
Tomorrow, she has a dinner gala, and she will be sharing with the sharing about her leadership and what changes she wants to bring in Migori County. So hopefully, I will get an opportunity to
I think
ask some
we
questions.
lost you for a minute. Tell us about it.
So I'm saying that tomorrow, if we find time, we will ask some questions, and because that is our work.
All right. I think that is in order. So tomorrow, if you are out there, you want somewhere to hang around, ask some important questions from your leaders. Sheila is vying for Migori Women Rep. Africa 24 will also be sharing that particular signal so that all of you can make informed decision, especially in 2027. For us, we give civic education. We will not force you piga kura pande ya one term or piga kura pande ya two term. Sisi hapa ni kuanalyze situation vile iko na kuambia pigeni kura na akili, lakini sio na tumbo. Otherwise, kwaherini and have a good night or good morning, Kenya.